Oh.
Open stream. Hey guys.
Yeah, I can't really pull off a beard
Heyo.
yet. Like it's some thick hair right now, but it just doesn't look right just yet. It needs to be a bit
Is this the
thicker.
beard
Welcome to
podcast?
this. Welcome to the stream,
You know what? Yeah.
everybody.
Welcome to the Beard Cast. Today we
Are
have
we
two
being
people
heard?
with
Is
beards.
everybody being heard, Zins? Can you check that right now?
I'm pretty sure we did.
Okay. I just don't want an incident like last time.
It's
Unlike-
fine. Don't worry about it. Well,
Because then I
Unlike
have,
last time,
I have nothing
I
to
can't
do.
hear myself, so that's nice.
Oh. Is it because of your headphones?
Yeah, it was because my headphones were hooked up to my microphone and not my computer last
Oh.
time.
Oh,
and that's
interesting.
Yeah. I don't want the lights on. Ziggy, turn off the lights.
Zig. We're gonna swerve
I
past
feel like
that.
that's a reference to something.
Ziggy Stardust?
Nope, not what I thought.
Whoosh.
Sure.
But
Because
that is what it's a reference.
no. I'm not going crazy. There's genuinely like a pop culture AI that's named Ziggy.
Yeah, it's the Alexa.
Oh yeah, no. I think that
Right? I think it's like
you could just call your Alexa Ziggy.
That's who
I have no
just referred to.
clue.
I
no,
changed
it's
my
an actual
Alexa's
thing,
name.
and it's gonna bug me. Hi, stream.
Hello.
Welcome back
Yeah.
to
So,
this mess.
quick couple things. We have no cold. We have no icks. I am sick.
ZIGGY is the super hybrid computer that runs on the Project Quantum Leap.
Ooh.
That's it, Quantum Leap. Because it was like an 80s, 90s TV show that was rebooted, and I watched like one episode of the new one. That's where I know it from. Anyways, yeah. Isaac, you could hear that. We have 4 out of our normal 6 cast, unfortunately, but we will continue on.
I have returned.
Yeah, speaking of our
Yay!
cast, let's have some intros.
Heyo, I'm Ace. I play Miss Cressiday, Goliath fighter. That's the playbook.
Dope.
Yeah.
Oh. I thought you said a fighter as the playbook. I was like, that is not a playbook.
No.
Cressida, famous for punching a bitch out.
Honestly, I'd watch it.
Fighter.
I'm Luna. I'm playing Nunes, who's a leech. Yippee.
Yep.
Yay.
Woo.
Hey, I'm Mariana. I play Lyle. She's a mourner, a thing that I made up, basically on the spot.
The power of homebrew and friendship.
And ghosts.
And ghosts.
And gays.
And gays.
Hey,
That's
hey,
just all of
I
us,
am-
though. Yes.
Just
Yeah.
different variety.
I am Minty. I play Ben. He is an elf. Oh my god. Slide. Wait, is it
Yep.
Slide?
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure he's
slide.
a slide.
If he's not a
I
slide,
thought he was a
then-
cutter. Don't look at me.
No, that's... Gregor's a cutter.
I see. I'm mixing up my little
You
guys.
can tell
It's like
because he
the
only has
only-
one arm.
Yeah, Gregor is like the only muscle we have, and then Alile is just stabby.
Yeah,
He's just
I
like
personally,
that.
I purposely made my character a weak ass bitch.
Yeah.
I am a little stabby gremlin.
Anyway.
See,
Am I gonna
Miss
have to
Cressida
download
wouldn't stab
Firefox? I
someone.
don't want to download
She would just
Firefox.
manipulate people into stabbing someone. It's different.
Chrome. This
And
is
honestly,
difficult.
power to her. I love that for her. She can keep doing
Yeah.
that.
I love that for her.
I'm still not allowed to. Still not allowed to. You know what you call it? Get into Roll20 on Chrome. So
How?
I'm downloading it. It's just repeating the verify you are human thing over and over for me.
Oh, that's
I'm
interesting because I
stupid as
don't.
fuck.
I see.
Maybe that's like I don't know because I can use it and I'm on Chrome, so I don't know.
So I am downloading a different web browser to see if it'll work.
So,
That's
I'd recommend
lovely.
Firefox.
yeah. while we wait
Fire,
for our tech
fire.
issues,
Woo.
Or
we're-
Opera GX. Opera GX is also
Opera
really
GX is also good. Also, their Twitter's fucking funny.
Unfortunately, it keeps re-downloading official regular ass Opera on my computer.
good. Ah,
Anywho,
Sorry, but I'm not
while we wait for
setting
browser
mine.
stuff to load and get ready, we're gonna have a really quick recap. So, where we left off our last session.
Wait, since
Yes.
you never told them who you were.
Oh, yeah. Well, Luna just told you who I am. So, where we left our last session. I'm Zins. I'm everyone. So,
as God, fuck you.
yep.
Uh-oh.
Storyteller, DM, GM, whatever. I'm running this show
Gremlin.
as much as I can.
Someone remind me after this session to check my keyboard stand because it's feeling a little loose right now.
Cool. So,
Will do.
as a recap of our last session, our party split up to pursue past clues that we got earlier in the game. There was many library trips, archives were visited, as well as a small street fight that was engaged by Lyle. After all our investigations concluded, we met up with a certain invitation at a pillar of Bridgeton, where we met One Legs, a broker interested in giving us a deal in exchange for information about Vincent Cross. He has told us that the money that is due to Captain Ranos in 3 days is stored currently at a Swiller speakeasy on the northern side of the river. What he has also done is enlisted the party for 8 guaranteed jobs for whatever
That's just the
they may
minimum.
be. So, with that, we shall convene with a new day over at the one and only Cressida's apartment complex, as we are currently at the edge of Bridgeton to the south. Where do we
Did
find
you
our
sign
players in the
anything
morning?
with him?
I'm waking up.
To ash and dust.
No, I'm just waking up.
Oh, well, I'm waking up to ash and dust. So,
Yeah, it's because you're a very shitty engineer.
what?
Oh,
Wild.
shots fired.
That's less
wow.
a statement of skill and more a statement of what you make.
All right,
Ben is-
immediately coming out with big
What?
swings.
I'm sorry.
We see
Ben
Eunice.
is already awake.
Eunice wakes up in their workshop already. Is the workshop situated outside of the apartment complex? Or do you have like a special room inside your own apartment, Luna?
I think it like the workshop that I do like most of my work in is like outside, like in a different place in Midtown.
Yeah.
But I do have like a little corner inside my apartment.
So you'll wake up. Oh, okay, and there we go. You'll wake up in your workshop proper, as you have been working basically 3 days straight, passed out multiple times on your latest project. As you kind of flutter awake, your head just kind of flomped onto a wooden kind of workbench, papers scattered along, some miscellaneous tools kind of nailed up onto the board in front of you. As we do a quick turnaround, what do we see in Luna's workshop? Describe the location to us.
I feel like it's sort of like a shared space. So it's like it's larger, but Eunice only works in like one part of it. Sort of like empty warehouse-ish type of space. And they've got like tables and shelves and stuff to put their things on. There's like a big engine looking thing in the back that had it had a tarp over it, and it's now not covering it. And it's sort of in this what is that called? Like organized chaos sort of fashion. Like everything has its place, but it does not look like it. Um, yeah, and that's sort of what it looks like.
Yeah, so as you kind of gaze at your engine with like not necessarily an anger, but just a deep-seated frustration as you're staring bullets at your creation, um, you realize you have spent up to 48 hours straight working on this thing. And you are filled immediately with that realization of food and month's rent is coming up. And this goes for you too, Alile, and the rest of the party that is currently staying at Cressida's. Rent is due on the 39th. It is currently the 36th.
Okay.
Alile, how much do I owe you? Are they gone?
Mariana
Maybe.
is muted. Why?
Why?
Why is that?
Sorry, my food started beeping.
Okay, cool.
Reasonable.
Minty, you gotta pay like nothing right now.
Well, Ben's asking this to Alile.
Yeah, I know. I don't worry about that right now.
Okay. I'm sorry. This is all very new to me. Back in my
I
day,
get it. But
we were all homeowners.
you just got out of prison. I'm not gonna make you pay rent.
I could
I wanna
always steal
cry.
some money.
Okay, you can pay me by actually sleeping for a night.
Well, you see,
No, none of that.
I'll have to do that tonight. I already did my trance about 5 hours ago. I woke up at 5.
I guess
I got
it.
breakfast here, eggs and hashed potatoes for you.
Thank you kindly.
It's one of the dishes my mother taught me how to make. She had
That's kind of her.
she had a hot sauce that I do not know is still around.
So, Cressida, at this point, what is your reaction or your kind of regular motions, knowing that rent is coming up?
I make sure to create a posting on any of the entryways so that like people don't accidentally get caught up in the curse. Or contract, I should say.
Being like,
Like,
hey,
I'm
pay your
very-
shit, please.
No. There are like she puts like things in the contract so that like as long as they don't intentionally not pay, they're fine for a month or two and have like leeway to get caught back up if they are behind.
Because that's what deposits are for, of course.
Yeah. She understands, especially with the people in this area of town, that sometimes payments just have to be irregular. But still, she puts up like big notices that you can't miss around the apartments. Make sure like any people who are struggling, she just like checks in to see what the situation is. Just like checks in on people, making sure they're good.
All right.
And also seeing if there's anything in the apartment that needs fixed, because that's what they're being paid for.
As you're making your rounds, you notice Eunice, after a couple days' absence, just kind of stride in.
Oh. Honey, where have you been?
Um, working.
Ah. Well, I hope it's been fruitful. Ooh.
Hmm.
Sorry, I'm just doing
Unfortunately,
rounds.
yeah. I see. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to bother you. You know.
Well, no, I mean, that's what I'm doing right now. Just checking up on people, making sure their situations are fine, collecting money.
I see. I'm sorry. I'm just uh work has been a little bit frustrating. So, but
We can understand that.
yeah, so I'm sorry if I'm acting a little strange. And it's like obviously it's
Yeah.
like just
Uh, I'm not even gonna ask a check. Cressida, you look Eunice in the face. They have maybe gotten like 6 hours in the last 48 hours of sleep.
That's not healthy.
no, it is not.
Oh, honey,
Yeah.
you need to take better care of yourself.
I know I usually do. Um,
Just be an
I
elf
guess
skill issue.
I usually do. I guess today was I guess it's been rough this time. I didn't really notice anything till now, so
I mean, without proper rest, you're just gonna be less productive. Anything that you're trying to work for that amount of time will just only be boosted by keeping yourself in shape.
I hear you. Um, maybe maybe I'll do that right now, just for a second.
Okay,
Yeah. Thank you.
yeah, take some rest. Rent's not due for another few days. And I'm
Okay.
continuing on my rounds.
Alrighty.
I'll sit down.
Yeah, Eunice walks into their apartment building and promptly collapses on the nearest furniture. So, skipping a couple hours past the morning routines, we have a lead. This Swiller's speakeasy. Are we going there right away? We have 3 days to pay Ranos, as a reminder. So we have
And no
some wiggle
use
room.
loitering around.
I forgot to ask
Yeah.
this earlier, but what is a speakeasy exactly?
I
Is it like a debate club of sorts?
No, it's where people go to get alcohol that is generally banned, like moonshine and stuff like
God.
that.
Moon?
Oh
What's that
god,
one like? Hobgoblin.
It's Hob.
Hob.
I think that's.
It's
I
Hob the
think the
Goblin
Making
and
Dog.
Hob.
hobgoblin.
Yeah.
I think the
The only
hobgoblin one is moon liquor or moon drop or some shit. I don't remember.
the only banned alcohol I knew of back in my day was this one dwarven concoction that was somehow 600% alcohol by volume.
Oh, that shit's phenomenal.
Yes, it made you kind of um, die in most cases, though.
Eh,
Like your face literally, like it didn't melt off, but it kind of oozed off.
that happens if you don't have a high tolerance.
This is a daily reminder that alcohol is legally and literally a poison.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And the stuff itself, I only had it once, and it was a small little shot. It was hardly something you could call a liquid. Closer to a
It's more of a
solid,
sludge, but whatever.
kind of gummy in a sense.
Like hand sanitizer, but worse.
Okay, now I'm just imagining like alcohol gummies.
It's not even alcohol
That's a
gummies.
Like-
thing.
It's like
You just take a gummy bear and you get Fuck.
So imagine hand sanitizer, but more solid.
Like we're
Like
talking
the
like
alcohol
like
is
Jello
so
almost,
concentrated.
but like a pudding is a good like consistency. Like
Yes.
pudding, but
Marmalade.
remove the milk kind of deal.
Yeah, and somehow, like it was a feat of fascination the dwarves making this. Like, somehow, the reason why it was 600% alcohol was because they made it just so thick that it kind of turned into like a paste, like a pudding of sorts.
Yeah,
Crazy. I
they soak that in more alcohol.
yeah. Crazy guys, dwarves.
Huh? I think my great grandmother was a dwarf.
Everybody has a great grandmother who was a dwarf.
Yeah, but this happened like 12 times in my family.
Oh, well, that's a rarity. Any
Yeah.
humans?
Don't exactly get a lot of humans in the Underdark.
Enough.
Alile and Ben, where is this conversation currently happening?
Probably in my living room
All right.
as
Yeah.
as we review what we're going to be doing for today.
Have you invited any of the other party in, or is it just you and
Yeah,
Ben?
we would have invited other people if they wanted to come.
So,
I
Cressida
feel like
and
I would have at
Eunice,
least
you have
checked
free
up doing
entry.
my rounds.
Yeah. I'd say, yeah, Cressida at this point would be done their rounds.
Mhm.
Your tenants are pretty good for this month.
So I'm taking the fact that speakeasies are a thing nowadays. That more alcohol than just the dwarven concoction has been banned.
Yeah, it's mostly just the stronger stuff as far as I remember.
Mm,
Lore time.
fair
So,
enough.
Lore time.
Prohibition in Lionsbrook isn't necessarily all alcohol. Rather than in modern, not modern, in Prohibition era America, it was more a moral outburst over alcohol than anything. Uh, in Lionsbrook, it is an economical one. How even somebody like out of their basement could take the most basic goods and turn it into high proof alcohol. And it is a lot more regulated and a lot more registered. So something like a bartending license is a like 1 in a million thing. And the only things that
And that's a new long-term goal for me.
the only things that aren't really qualified towards that are stuff like wines.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Though
most
Cressida's family being of Goliath heritage, their wines are very strong too.
yes, it's like many things like hard bourbons, whiskeys, brandies, anything over like 40% proof is immediately banned.
Yep.
Banned and sold in regulation with the proper permits. Speakeasies are a way to get around that.
Some of my coworkers would be devastated. This is out of character, by the way. Sorry.
No, how am I supposed to make bathtub moonshine now?
Very quietly.
Well, just don't let
Right,
anyone in your
well.
bathtub, duh.
Dumb.
Are you gonna swim in the moonshine?
Well, instead of a bathtub liquor, just do prison wine.
Christ.
So,
Listen,
moving
I bought
on.
drugs in prison, so you know that there's prison wine too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is the party going to wait at all before going to the speakeasy, or are we off to the race? Off to the race.
Cressida is just gonna like reach out a little bit to see like kind of the area it in, so the type of people who work there. Just get like a lay of the land.
Give me a check for that.
In my day, bars generally didn't open until the latter hours of the day. Is that
Do I know anything about this place, Sims?
Make me a check. Yours would be with higher effect.
Okay.
I'm just assuming this is consort.
Yep, that would work.
Should I need to take out my dice?
Okay, that's a 5.
So, with that 5, it's not going to be super easy to get because the whole point of a speakeasy is to not speak about it.
Yeah,
From what you're
I
hearing,
just want to know
what you're
like
talking
kind of like
to, yeah.
Mhm.
You know, it's part of not necessarily a harbor, but it is a boathouse essentially. It's where a lot of the canal boats come in. You know for a fact canal boats aren't a lot in Bridgeton or the Heart, but there is a shit ton of canals in Midton, just in general. So you know there are a lot of goods of the speakeasies type circling Midton at any given point. You don't really figure out a lot more. Nobody says anything about the amount of people normally in there, what time they're open. It's kind of purposefully quiet.
Yeah, I just
Hush,
want to
hush
know
and all
like
that.
general information.
Yeah. I'm still collecting my dice.
Nice. And what role would yours be, Mariana?
That's a good question. Let me think on that for a minute while I put my other dice back in the bag. Maybe. Maybe consort?
Alright.
Because as stated, I might have been there before, or to a similar location.
Hit it.
That would be a 5.
So, because we have a Lyle running in closer circles, the party already knew where this place was. While you have not been to it directly, Lyle, you know somebody has told you there's a password. That you cannot actually get into the boathouse without a key phrase that let you know essentially that you're not a cop. The actual passphrase itself is not given to you.
Yeah, I figured.
Passphrase is, I'm not a cop.
I'm a businessman and my unwrapped fan.
The passphrase is, how much wood would a woodchuck chuck?
Yeah, that's totally it.
Passphrase is, I yay, am yay, up nay, a yay, up k.
Stop the pig
Yeah,
Latin.
that.
Yeah, sure.
I can't
It's
read pig Latin
Pygmalion.
unless it's written.
I'm
If
learning.
Maybe
it's
we
out
could
loud,
just
it's
like
verbal garbage.
Shout out to Julio. He's a cool professor. Anyways.
Yeah,
Bruh.
Julia.
Hey.
Julio.
Julio? You
Julio.
said Julia.
Julio. Like he has a very heavy Italian accent. It's great.
Oh.
Lovely.
Exactly who you
maybe
want
we can
to
just
teach
like
Latin.
yeah, maybe we can just like go to the place and get me to sneak up and listen in on the password.
I could just ask 100 people over and over, hey, what's the password? And since I
I
can
mean, how do
detect
people
lies,
normally
We
gain
asked
access to
100
the
Lion
speakeasies?
Brooks. I'm sorry. My brain just immediately went to Family Feud. We asked 100 strangers what the password is.
Number
Yes,
1.
people.
Let's see it on the board. Password.
And that's always some like inappropriate thing too. And he's surprised when it's
grandma.
a very obvious inappropriate thing. Well, that's
Make
not
me
obvious
grandma.
inappropriate.
My favorite thing is
Oh god. Anywho, we are doing what? What's the plan, guys?
I'm gonna suggest I sneak up and listen in to try and figure out the password.
I have no
Does anyone
idea
else got any
to figure it
ideas?
out, so
I'm surprised this is a thing. Password games are kind of things that me and my siblings did as children. They were always so immature words. Like, actually, I shouldn't repeat it.
like what? Like what?
I'm
Ben
afraid
starts to
that
just spew the
nowadays the
nastiest
words
profanity.
are too childish to be uttered out of mine lips.
I see.
Anywho, so making it towards the boathouse of the speakeasy. It is quite clear immediately there is no sort of signage on it. At this point, also, it is midday, maybe like 1 o'clock by the time we get there.
Mm-hmm.
What we see, it's a fairly not a large boathouse. Sloped roof, kind of classic. Like navy blue painted walls on the outside, chipping away though with time. The actual like boat doors, the doors that lead out to the river, are currently shut. With a couple canal boats, these long, almost Venetian-looking boats that are manned with a paddle, like one of those long steering boards.
Venetian.
So,
Okay, so we're just gonna scout it out until people start showing up.
we see a door, big. It's a heavy metal door, something that doesn't look in place, with a slider.
Are there any places that I
awfully
could feasibly hide in order to hear the people at the door?
Seems awfully conspicuous for something that's illegal.
Lyle, you could try either the roof of the actual boathouse. Otherwise, it's not like it is.
On it, I'm there.
It is technically an alley. It's not like just out in the middle. The northern harbor area of the heart. If you guys have your map open,
Mm-hmm.
it is largely covered with other streets. So it's a tighter road. You don't necessarily have any buildings around you to hide behind either. So it's either you try and hide in the building, which doesn't work because you need to get in there. There's the roof, or you could just try your best with shadow at midday.
I'm gonna go onto the roof.
Great, give me
I'm gonna hide in plain sight.
What roll do I want?
I'm gonna go with prowl.
Not good at
That's the
hiding.
roll. I was about to say I did not want just a random roll, unfortunately, for this one.
That's gonna be a 6.
Alrighty. Yeah, you slink up there. Everyone watches Alile just kind of casually, not using any climbing gear, just kind of stick her foot into a slat of wood and just kind of one leap. It's a one-story building, just kind of push herself up and immediately her other legs on the top of the roof. It's like weirdly smooth. Barely needs to use her hands. It's weirdly like using one of those step elevators at the gym.
That's a weird looking dice, Minty.
So,
It's a
I love weird
ball.
ones.
congrats, you're on the roof. What you doing now that you're there?
Yeah. I'm gonna wait.
We need to invent walkie-talkies so we can talk to each other when we're distant from each other.
Talkie walkies.
No thanks.
Convenient we have an engineer.
Yeah.
Don't look at me. Don't talk to me.
And I
Don't even
know
ask me.
another engineer.
We could make them not have a stupid name. We can call them walk and talks instead of walkie-talkies.
That's not
Just
stupid.
remake
Huh?
sending stones.
Oh god. We already did it once.
No.
We're not gonna make them again. So
Magic isn't a thing, guys.
Just ignore the ghosts.
I'll just eat
okay,
the
those
sending
aren't
stone
magic.
again.
Those are separate. Um,
I mean,
Somehow.
technically, I could probably figure out a way to message y'all via ghost.
that seems very unreliable though.
It
They'll
does,
call it-
but it is a possibility.
They'll call it ghosting.
So
Shut
you're on
your
the
ass
roof.
up.
I'd like to move on.
Man, I wish we had video cameras on so you could just see the look of disappointment in my face.
Yeah.
I am so sorry.
So while Elile's just waiting on the roof, what's the rest of us doing?
I'm just gonna try and hide in the crowd. Like,
Yeah, I'm trying to be his big.
not stand out, just
Don't be
become
suspicious.
one with the scenery.
Don't be suspicious.
Be suspicious.
Don't be
suspicious.
Don't be
Don't
suspicious.
Okay, I'm gonna get a group check from everyone then. Anyone can offer to lead if they would like to.
It depends
What are
on
we
what this
checking?
check.
That is up to you guys.
Oh God.
Reminder
Let
for
me see my-
every person that fails, the leader will take stress.
Well, if we're doing consort, just because like mingling with the crowd, just
I'll
becoming
accept
like
consort.
faceless faces in the background. Okay, then I can lead.
All right. Roll.
Based. You guys gonna see
First-
my roll because I don't have my dice because I forgot.
Do we all?
5,
all need a roll?
6,
Yep.
2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Wait, shit, that's
a
my
6
D5.
for Cressida.
6 Yeah,
That's my D3.
that
here's
really
your
saved me
D6.
because I had a 2 and a 3
Oh
Fun.
wait, that's my D8.
and a
Fuck.
6.
Get ready for this. I have no consort.
Now, how much stress am I getting?
Let's see.
Bam, 1. I got a 1.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Okay, I can't.
So
see
one
what
at
to find.
least.
What do I put in for position?
Risky standard.
Risky standard. Got it. Submit.
I got a 1 because I'm not gonna. I have no consort.
Okay, so you are going to take 2 stress as we have a complete fail from Eunice. As you
I
guys
really
kind
had to
of-
pull their weight.
Yeah, you try and find a crowd
I'm so tired.
on the main road. You're talking, and you see Eunice physically sways for a second. As Cressida, you just kind of like casually grab
Back up.
around their arm, kind of like patting their side, being like, "Yeah, this person's great."
You don't.
Just barely.
They're already
saving.
drunk.
Have you been drinking enough water?
As a first person comes to the door. As you see, this person is very short blonde hair, looks like an elf of some kind. This is gonna surprise Ben for sure. You see, this elven man has a bit of stubble, like a bit of beard stubble. A bit down his neck and then mostly on his jaw. Kind of like a short coat, almost like a red vest. Not like bright red, kind of like a mahogany kind of thing. That's mahogany's brown, I think. Maroon is the color I wanted.
There you go.
As they unlock the door, check behind them to make sure nobody's following them in, close it, and locks it again.
Mm-hmm.
And I
As-
recognize this fellow.
You would not recognize this fellow.
So, what's surprising to me then?
That he has a beard as an elf.
Oh yes. Well,
Many
it's probably
elves
just
do
the-
not grow beards.
It's just probably the dwarven ancestry.
Many elves have dwarven
No,
ancestry, as
Apparently,
we've
it is now
discussed.
canon.
It's
It is now
Oh,
canon.
long
Every
lost
bloodline.
dwarven
I'm just gonna
elf.
assume that this guy has dwarven ancestry.
Hey, it was the same dwarf. They got around.
They got around.
Just one dwarf.
They were
bard.
bard.
That's
They were
extremely
the bard of that
odd.
generation.
They were a hero of a generation.
So,
He was the
Um,
father figure of many.
I will tell you
Many
right now,
elves.
Alile,
Uh-huh.
going above the game real quick. It is going to
Mhm.
be another like hour of waiting for another
Mhm.
person to come in. Are we going
Mhm.
to take action first, or are we just sitting tight?
I'm just gonna sit tight unless
I thought we were
something
just going
goes
to eavesdrop.
terribly wrong.
Well, the first guy didn't say anything, so now we're
The
just
first
like
guy
waiting for
was
someone.
opening shop. He looked like he had the keys.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now we're waiting
Yeah.
for someone to actually show up.
Now I'm actually paying attention.
All right. I'm gonna do something I don't normally do in this game. I am going to roll a luck check. I will give a new mechanic, however, because I decide so. I have one die. Anyone can push themselves to add another die. If they
Okay,
want.
so what are you rolling for?
I'm just
A luck
rolling
check.
a standard check. So I start with one die. I will take the highest result if I get more die. This
Yeah,
is a
fuck
luck
it, I'll
check.
push myself.
What does
You-
pushing yourself entail?
Pushing yourself is
Two
taking
stress.
two stress to add a die to either yourself or an ally. I am the ally in this case.
Yeah,
So
sure, I'll
now
push
you
Can
gotta make it
myself.
for Eunice.
I
Oh,
so
I was
I'm
gonna
gonna
say,
be
can I
pushing
retro?
you, the DM, or I'm gonna be pushing an
Me,
unknown
the
figure?
DM.
Well, he's
this is a
rolling.
new
Well,
mechanic I'm
yeah, they're
deciding to
rolling.
use.
So
We'll try it out.
I was gonna say, can
And
I
what is-
retroactively push myself because I feel like I deserve some stress and I have none. So
And what does pushing you do?
I just add another die to my luck check.
So pushing yourself does nothing in this case.
It adds
no,
to
no,
my luck
that
check.
the pushing yourself, you're pushing yourself, so you're taking stress for Zins to add another die so that we can potentially have a successful luck check.
Yeah, but Zin said the ally, so you can push yourself or an ally.
And I am
No,
the
you can
ally
push
for
your-
this scenario.
You can push
Lady
yourself
Luck
to
is the
aid an
ally.
ally.
Oh, for an ally, not or an
No,
ally.
yeah, no, for an ally.
Okay, that's what was jumbling.
So I
me
already
up.
got a yes from Alile.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else?
Sorry,
and then
I
if you
basically
want
already
to,
pushed myself.
if
I
you
will
want to, Eunice, you
retroactively.
can gain those stress.
Yeah, I will retroactively push myself.
Now I already have 4 stress. I don't know if that would like have gone away because I think I got that in session 2 sessions ago.
It
would
wouldn't have
not
unless you
yet.
did something to
I will say
take it
right
away.
now, start a next session. We will go through downtime.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna risk it.
Cool.
No.
So
no hope
I'm
for me.
rolling 2 die, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You want high. That is a 1 and a 3.
Wait, didn't Eunice
Well-
push themselves as well?
No, they did for their own thing.
I don't. Yeah, I don't
Oh,
know if that
okay.
counted. I just was giving
Yeah,
myself
fuck it, I'll
stress for.
count it. That's a 2. So,
Hmm. 1, 2, and 3.
Easy as
Lovely.
1, 2, 3.
with a 3, it takes some time for another person to show up. This one, shorter human man, short red hair. With this luck check, no one recognizes them. I will say a Lyle, however. You clock this guy as 2 things. 1, bad news. There is
Mm-hmm.
a very large jacket that fits more than a person.
Yeah, it's 4 kobolds in a trench coat.
Number 2, you clock this guy as being somewhat important. You do not recognize the face. You can't put a name to it. The air he is bringing about him, he means business. Whether that is the bad news business or something else, you do not know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, wait. Can you clarify something really quickly?
Yep. What's up?
Like, I just want to know what we're actually supposed to be doing here.
So
I'm getting the password.
we are trying to get into the speakeasy to retrieve the money Cross has here.
Oh, okay. Cross has money here, and we're true. Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out. Like,
Yeah.
why are we here? Okay, yes.
Cool. That's fine. You missed a couple sessions. It's okay. So, as we see this man knock on the door 3 times, the slit opens. Everyone give me a check to see if they could hear this.
What type of check?
Yeah, I can hear it.
I would say
Can I-
survey would be most accurate.
Oh,
Hey, it's gonna be
that's
awful.
so.
Did
that's
you
so
say
interesting.
everyone give you a check?
Yep.
3.
Alile, you can do it controlled with heightened effect.
Ooh.
Okay, so
I still don't have any
Okay,
points in it.
not a
but-
one,
I got a 3.
not a 1, but a 2.
Jeez.
Okay, I rolled 2 4s without any points in it.
All right. So, everyone who isn't a Lyle, absolutely deaf in that ear.
Yeah.
Alile, you catch part of the word.
Mhm.
It starts with an N and there's an apostrophe. You recognize the language as Dwarvish, but you don't get the full sound.
I know Dwarvish. This should be easy.
How can you hear an apostrophe?
He hears like
Very
the throttle
easy.
stop.
Yeah, that.
But no, like there's a space
Yup.
between it.
Yeah.
So with that information, the very sketchy looking man walks in and the door is shut behind him.
Would I be able to assume what this word is?
I don't think you would be directly. You can intuit that maybe the rest of your party would know.
Okay, I'm gonna go join up with the rest of the group.
So do you tell them of the man or just the word?
Oh no, I'm gonna tell him everything.
Cool.
Because that man was sketchy as hell.
As you relay this information, Ben. It pays to have a dwarven grandmother. As you specifically remember, in the exact same setting, you had this dwarven alcohol. You recall a word used as like a dwarven drinking celebration. I'm sick, so I can't even say the word I created. Nivroshti.
Nevrokla?
N
Nevroshti.
apostrophe VROTS. Nope. OSTY. That's it.
Can you spell that again?
So, N apostrophe.
Nevroshti. That's
Nevroshti.
a dwarven word of celebration.
For readers, for any listeners as well as the party,
Reader.
Aqquaran Dwarvish is very phonetically similar to Russian.
Yay! So dwarves look like this. Or something like that.
A bit, comrade.
A bit, yeah.
Yeah.
So yes,
Andromeda has returned.
If
Ah,
there's any
get an
word that I
apostrophe.
know, it's gonna be that one. I'm not super versed in Dwarvis, but that word comes up a lot.
Okay. So, y'all want to head up and check the place out?
Perhaps just one of us should go, and if we're let in, then the rest should follow. I'd rather the situation not be all of us get stabbed and just one of us.
Staggered entry, I guess.
all right. Who's first?
Cressida, you're good with
I was about to
people,
say-
aren't you?
Cressida takes the lead.
Cool. So as this fancy suit-wearing Goliath lady with very tall heels walks up to this boathouse, you knock on the door and are met with the eyes of the blonde elf.
The rusty good fellow.
Mm.
Unlocks the. It's like a large hatch. You hear a click as it creaks open. Lets you in, pokes his head out behind you before shutting the door again. Immediately, Cresta, you're looking around. This boathouse is completely drained. Whatever was partially in the water was literally like boarded or concreted out, as it is now a little pit with a piano in it.
Nice.
No one's playing it currently. It is a very empty bar. You see this large counter with like little kegs at the bottom. It's like rounded kegs next to each other lined up with a large wooden plank on top making the actual surface. As the blonde elf goes back to return to cleaning some glasses, kind of like NPC default positions himself. You notice the
It's a real life NPC.
you notice the shorter human in the corner of the bar, just not drinking anything, just in the corner that's closest to the door, just kind of brooding, just sitting in the corner.
Well, I'm gonna just go up to the bar and order whatever is the strongest Goliath origin drink.
Don't think we have any of that. Let me see. We got, as he's kind of like ducking down, like tapping each keg with his finger. Best I can do, we got what's it called? Can't remember the proper name. It's dwarvish, not vodka. Not wine either. It's kind of weirdly both.
Rum.
Made of mushrooms.
It's like they took a root vegetable and made it wine instead of distilling. I don't know.
Interesting.
It's a hit.
Well, I'll take a shot.
Yep. Pours it out. It's this kind of like sludgy brown liquid. As it doesn't get its wine color. Kind of plops it on the table. It's still liquid. It's not at all like the dwarvish pudding at all. It doesn't look appetizing, that's for sure. And
I'll
as
try
you order, he just kind of like, as you take it down, gonna get a name for the tap.
You can call me Mrs. C.
All right. He just kind of notes it down on a small pad. And he yells over to the corner guy, ordering anything? And this human, arms crossed, just leans back even more.
Okay, Grumpy.
So, who's next? And are we going in groups at this point?
Sure. Who wants to go with me?
I can go with you.
Alright.
All right. Eunice, are you going to be short behind? Or are you going to go on a side adventure?
Yeah, I'm gonna go do a completely different thing.
Cool.
No.
She just goes and
I'm
robs a
going to
bank.
go to a completely different speakeasy.
Yeah, I just go to a completely
you
You
different
just
should
got
rob a
lost
bank.
on the way. They were never.
This isn't, this isn't my regular place, you know what I'm saying?
They just heard alcohol and went home. They have enough of a stash there.
Organon Come on.
Wow, how do you know what I have?
So,
It's Miss Cresta. She knows everything.
as Alal and Ben make their way into this boathouse speakeasy, once again speaking the password, you guys are
Navroshti.
able to be funneled in. Where you see the exact same setting.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. This
So,
about as depressing as the rest of the city. I'll give it that. It matches the atmosphere.
You hear the bartender just kind of mutter, "Give it a couple hours."
so what's your strongest drink?
Strongest in general? I
Mm-hmm.
got root wine, or, this is my house special. I got my own, got my hands on some, not elvish, I don't think, just general fayish berries. So I'm like, hey, do you know what's made with berries? Gin. So I made some gin.
I will not say no to that.
All right. As he pours some out for you, puts it on the table. And you, my elvish friend?
Is rum still a thing?
Like regular rum.
Any kind.
I mean, yeah. You mean, as a concept, it still exists.
Would
Pours
you
some
happen
out,
to have any?
slaps it on the table. Just
Thank you,
human
good night, sir.
vintage there. Eunice, following right after. The party is slowly livening up, as we have now a total 5 people in the building.
Whoop whoop.
Woof woof, guys. Before long, we do have another person coming in, as there is what is it? What's the race I was looking for? A furball man. Shorter blue fur, ears kind of going more sideways than up, with like a dark shock on the top. You see his like greased down almost on his head, with a little kind of like darker blue mustache kind of sprouting out. Looks very well oiled, as he takes his spot at the piano and starts playing some jazz.
Sing
Yeah.
us a song,
nice.
Mr. Piano Man.
And he does so. Now, the party still has a goal here. How are we going about it?
I'm gonna use my special ability under a table to summon a weird little goblin thing.
So
And
you
that
are
what now?
survey-
summoning a ghost into a
Mhm.
public space.
Under a table, as hidden as I possibly can, and the
You-
shortest person
Wait,
that I have.
You should act like you're just a lightweight and just passed out under the table so that they like.
Destroy your
I
entire
have a
reputation right
reputation
now.
to uphold.
So
Can Ben survey the area?
Yeah, so Ben surveys. Alright, Alile. I will
Mm-hmm.
clarify one thing.
Mm-hmm.
If this creature, if this ghost,
Mm-hmm.
is not under your control, it will be immediately hostile.
Yeah, no, I get that.
So it is a singular consult roll between you, this building, and an angry ghost.
Yeah,
Are
that's
you
why
sure
I'm
you
gonna
want
try
to
to
do
do it in
this?
an enclosed area and the weakest, most stealthy little bugger I have.
Alright, so I want you to make me a consort roll. This is
Mm-hmm.
risky with
Mm-hmm.
least effect.
Yeah, that figures.
Would you like to push yourself or get a devil's bargain?
Can I ask what the devil's bargain is without accepting it?
Yep. So, in this situation, I will give you an extra die.
Mm-hmm.
However,
I'm so sorry.
this ghost will
Mm-hmm.
probably never be able to be used again.
Okay.
As well as, for it being under your control,
Mm-hmm.
It will not be used again. It will be freed, and it knows your scent.
I don't like what that implies.
It thinks you smell.
It thinks I'm
Take a shower.
stinky. I need a shower. I think I'm just gonna go push myself
All right.
to get the extra die then.
So 2 stress.
I'll mark that down after I roll.
All right. Give me that roll.
Okay, I rolled 2 1s and a 6.
Wow. Wow.
That could have been so bad. Oh my
Yeah.
god. If you didn't push yourself, that would be our first critical fail. Where you get a
Yeah,
1
well-
on every die.
And I would actually hate you forever. Actually, for real.
It's just a weird little gremlin in this building. Lovely.
Why would you do that? Oh my
So
god.
you call upon this ghostly figure.
Mm-hmm.
This short kind of crumbling almost visually. It looks like a gnome of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
The thing with ghosts is they're not proper like ghosts as in it's just that person but translucent. As you see,
Yeah.
their physical form is like shifting and shuddering, as it is a vague outline of what they used to be. They can help
Ernie,
you with
I'm gonna need you.
one request.
Ernie, I'm gonna need you to search the area for Mr. Cross's money. All right? I think our deal was vegetables? No, that was Hank. Rodents, that's what it was. Right, off your way.
As it. Okay, so. You're just having it wander around trying to find?
I'm going to have it try and be as stealthy as possible. If it thinks it's going to be noticed, it's going to stay put and then move on once the coast is clear. And it's going to try to look in like back areas, places where you would feasibly hide something.
Okay, so this whole boathouse is one room, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The only place to really hide something is either under chairs, in the floorboards, or behind the bar. I'm going to make a roll for the ghost. For Prowl, they have a single dot, so they're going to be rolling twice, taking the higher. Yep, I'm rolling. So they got a crit success. Both of their dice being sixes. As you see, slowly faint into nigh invisibleness. Nigh invisibility, that's the word.
Yeah.
And start sneaking literally through the cracks of floorboards.
Mm-hmm.
And they are going to do their own check. While that is occurring, is there any other way our party is looking for this?
Still surveying.
Other than Cressida just being a very loud distraction, like partying it up, like grabbing people's attention, making sure it stays on her.
All right. So Ben, what did you roll for that survey?
I have not rolled it yet, so
Cool.
I was curious about the position and effect.
Risky standard again. This is a pretty solid, easy one.
And how?
2.
I'm pretty sure that's the.
Bruh.
I did roll a 4 and consort. Never mind.
So, with that solid two, you're looking around. You essentially see what I just described. It's one room. You can hide a thing in the behind the bar, under a chair, and floorboards. You don't see any in particular that jump out to you.
I'm usually better at being aware of my surroundings.
So,
I guess when the only thing you look at is gray walls for 30 some years, it's kind of starts to blend in after a while.
That would do it for you.
Anyone got any bright ideas aside from whatever you just did?
Oh, I was just like, what are you talking about? No.
This stuff tastes phenomenal, I must say.
oh,
Ben
thank you.
is gonna flag down the bartender.
Yep, what can I do for you?
Excuse me, are card games still a thing? And if the answer is yes, do you happen to have any cards that we could borrow?
I do, in fact, have a deck. As he reaches behind on like a shelf wall, or a wall shelf, sorry, a floating shelf. Grabs a deck out, plops it on the bar. This deck, with its red paper covering, is one of the Volasport Casino. As he
How do you spell that?
slides it over. How about it?
Thank you much. All right. Anyone here know how to play bridge?
Yeah, I've played a few games.
All right. Ben's gonna take the deck out and shuffle it.
With some time passing, as Ben is shuffling cards, a couple more guests walk on in. The music gets a little bit quieter over the chattering of voices. Mariana, Alile gets word back from Gremlin.
Mm-hmm.
Of
His name was Greg.
Craig.
Greg.
Oh, Greg. You get no word back from Greg. That there is a small lockbox in the floor under the bar.
Oh, shit. That's gonna be a hassle to get to.
And that is your one request as the ghost dissipates into nothing.
Thank you very much. Alright, let's see.
I think Eunice has been also just like being a distraction at this point because what the fuck else are you gonna do? But is Broody guy still brooding or
Broody guy is brooding, something you notice, Eunice, like not knowing what to do with yourself in this situation. You
Now,
clock that he has not broken eye contact with the bartender since he got here. It has been like 45 minutes.
I'm gonna assume that
as in
He
as in
blinks.
he's just like been
He
no
blinks,
no
but
no
he's
I'm saying
staring
he's been
daggers.
yeah he's staring. It's just like
I'm gonna assume that
does
the
it seem
guy
like
who
does it seem like the bartender is like noticing or is just like doing their thing
Give me a
like
check for that.
cool can I do study question mark question mark
I might accept study, yeah.
great
now I'm gonna assume that the guy who let
thank
us in was a
you
bouncer.
I succeeded somewhat on that check. Woo.
Wait,
Sorry?
that's the first.
Today yeah
Mm-hmm. Sorry, what was that, Ben?
I'm gonna assume that the guy who let us in was a bouncer.
He is the bouncer and bartender.
Oh,
He's
same
just
guy.
kind of doing double duty.
Okay. Are we at the bar or are we like at a table?
If you
I
were
would
gonna play
say
some
we're at a
cards, I
table.
assume you guys are grabbing a table. Yeah.
All right. Ben passes out the cards and he leans in to say this. All right. Since it doesn't seem like there's many people on staff here, I say one of us could, a couple of us could start a fight, and while the bartender is distracted with us, another person could, go and, grab at the lockbox.
I generally try to avoid doing that shit in these type of places.
Well, it's already
Uh,
illegal. What they're gonna do? Call the cops? Sorry, wave down the cops?
Mm. They have the capability and connections to fuck you up something rough. So it's generally a bad idea.
Well, in order for us to get at the
If we wait
items,
long enough into the night, someone might have the drunkest idea ever as to do that of their own volition.
Or they could just have a nudge in that direction.
okay,
Was
so we
about
get
to
somebody
do.
absolutely plastered. Do we have? Is there pudding at this place?
No. But before we continue that amazing conversation, Eunice, with that 5, partial success. 2 things you read off this guy. 1 good news, 1 news. You see he is making eye contact with the guy in the corner for most of the time. So he's aware of his presence. He seems a bit uneasy of his presence. And for the time that he's not looking at the guy or looking at patrons, like doing his active duties,
Mm-hmm.
he is looking just below the bar in one certain spot.
Yeah, that.
Interesting. Interesting. Lovely.
And with that, another man walks into the bar. This guy is a larger dude. Seems to be like just an absolutely ripped. Like you see, he is a brick. Like shoulders easily like 4 feet wide. Like it's insane. As it's this larger orc man walk in and just kind of sit himself by the door in a large chair next to him, as it seems like the actual official bouncer has arrived.
Great.
So anyways, where were we at with that conversation?
Well, there goes that plan. Unless we get a big fight going on.
And Cressida just in the background nudging people towards that fight.
Just dropping little whispers and stuff here and there.
Hey, that guy, he hates you.
No. More
That
so
fucker over
than
there
that.
is talking shit.
Make
like,
them think it. Alright, see that guy over there? He wants to become a blue coat.
Mm.
awful.
Oh.
Like, if that was me, I wouldn't let that slide.
No, not at all.
The easiest way to start fights. Politics.
Yay!
Yeah.
I'm basically
And
doing
we're
the
just going to sit here
Oh, no.
playing the loudest game of cards.
Yeah.
And Zins is... Who died? Minty?
Minty gone.
No, he's dead.
He'll be back. Welcome back.
Oh god,
He's
he's
alive.
Think of the devil and he shall appear.
All right, shout out to Windows for trying to start an update right at that very moment.
Love to see that.
Oh, love to see
Windows
it.
in the house.
Woot woot.
Which is true. Windows are in a house.
Well, technically, they're also outside of it.
They're in cars too.
Mm,
Oh, no.
My point was better.
Okay, so I lost everything right after the last thing I said.
I don't remember the last thing you said. I'm so sorry.
Me neither.
Great.
Oh, I said. There
You'll
goes
get it
that
from
plan.
context clues.
Oh, to start a fight now, Cressida is basically gonna do the fantasy equivalent of telling people in the bar, "Oh, that dude's a Republican. Oh, that dude's a liberal. Oh, that dude's a Nazi," and not like she'll be more subtle about it. Yeah, I heard him say these type of comments. I think he votes for this party,
You
and
Quick.
you know, while they're
What
hopped
is
up on
the-
alcohol,
Can you remind me what the government system is in
it
Lionsbrook again?
is a city council system. Let me quickly pull up the document so I can give you more information about it.
Yep.
Yay!
I don't have my notes
Politics.
open at this current moment. I have them, I swear.
So,
I swear I tell the truth.
I take notes, guys.
mhm.
I don't.
Neither do I.
The city council is appointed rather than elected. So essentially, in practice, the city council is more like a mafia. In theory, it's more like a, we appoint the people we think are best equipped for our job. It's a bunch of oligarchs. So
Yeah.
the equivalent of voting for parties would be openly endorsing candidates, where you don't get a say to it, but it's like writing over to your senator. It's probably not going to work, but you can try. It's the thought that counts in both directions. So, Cressida, you can. Are you going for a specific target or type of person, or are you just gonna be like, "Yep, this guy talks shit"?
No, I'm gonna like observe them first and be like, "Oh, that dude's drinking a lot. He's probably gonna be more susceptible."
The most hammered person in here.
Yeah, just like that type of thing.
Trick question, it's me. No, I'm kidding.
Well, no, Cressida by far is probably drinking the most. It's just
I
she's Cressida. She's built different.
I was like, I don't even know how I feel about that. I think.
Same.
Oh, go ahead.
No, yeah, Cressida. You walk over to this. Looks like this fisherman has like the very floppy hat. Old gruffy beard. And you walk up to him. You point to a shorter Goliath, maybe like 6 foot, so like on the very low end. You point at him.
It's a midget.
You point at him, and you're like, "I heard he's anti-union," and you see the fire in this fisherman's eye ignite. Give me a roll if you would like to. I would prefer.
I'm assuming that's
Oh.
Sway.
Sway or command.
My God.
two
You
and a
don't
6.
just say that type of shit in this town
So,
without repercussions.
For a 6, you see his eyes ignite, him stumbly get up, not even walking over to him yet, just yelling over, "You fucking what?" And he starts making his way to this Goliath. So, I would like to clarify our desired outcome. We want a fight so that somebody could get behind the bar to grab the lockbox.
Yep. That was the goal, I think.
So,
Sounds about right.
there are multiple
Why you so
hurdles
stressed?
we need to go over for this.
Yeah, you don't say.
Mm-hmm.
And I will do this above game, too. So, first hurdle. The bartender. As we hear this Mission Impossible planning music behind us. Step 1. The bartender's behind the bar. So, we have the actual guard, the doorman, this bouncer, who is much larger than the bartender, who will most likely respond. How are we getting the bartender away? Is our first hurdle. Our second hurdle, we gotta actually pry up part of the floor. Third hurdle, we do not know how heavy the box is or if there's a lock. There is no idea if we could take it with us or if we need to unlock it here. So, we're gonna start.
Yeah, we're gonna start.
The fisherman is taking a massive right hook across this Goliath's jaw. As you see, he stumbles. What's happening? As immediately after the first hit, this very scrawny human goes immediately for a jab in the jaw. Not in the jaw, sorry, the nose. As you see, he goes back, his nose crooked and dripping with blood. As you see, this older scrawny fisherman is beating the fuck out of this guy almost immediately. You see some of the Goliath's friends start to walk up. They start kicking this guy in the ribs. So we have the doorman stand up to almost 7 feet tall. Walk over to the guys. You see fully massive hand, could practically hold you from side to side with one hand. Kind of tries to pry open these two from each other. This is our opening. So.
Yeah. So we need to do something about the bartender. We need to get into the lockbox somehow. We need to figure out if we can carry it away or if we need to unlock it there and take the contents.
So.
Okay. Next step, bartender.
What's going to happen is bartender. I would like to remind everyone of the flashback mechanic. At any time, call a flashback, and we could essentially, what's it called? Retcon something. Not necessarily retcon, but create a thing I have not described due to your roles.
And we can also retcon the equipment we brought with us.
Exactly. You could just decide to have a thing
Add
right now.
equipment.
Whenever you need it, then you would decide upon equipment.
I could flirt with the bartender.
No.
So that was audible? Fuck.
Yes.
How are we dealing with this elvish man?
I have no ideas right now.
I have an idea, but it has nothing to do with the bartender.
Okay, well that's not what we need.
Right.
Why do I just get a vial of slumber essence for free? It just doesn't count as my load. I can just drug someone and have them pass out.
It's ooh. That's something that you could work with.
You
Has
do
the
have,
bartender been
full...
drinking anything himself?
No.
Is slumber essence a gas or a liquid?
It says a vial of slumber essence, so I'm assuming it's
That doesn't clarify anything.
Essence implies
I would assume
gas.
it's a liquid. Oh, okay, well.
Gas. So maybe we could hide it somewhere behind the counter somewhere in the day and just
Okay.
or maybe we could just throw it at him.
If you have no other idea.
Wait, does it?
That could possibly not work well.
Does it imply?
Yeah.
It's like gas.
I get that.
I'm just saying, maybe not the best idea. I'm just saying, but go ahead.
I would also like to remind Eunice, you as well have some alchemical tools. You have alchemist.
Oh yeah, I do. I do have those.
What is trance powder?
I just
Trance powder.
Trance. I think.
What is trance powder? Let me
I
look at the
remember it
book,
'cause
because I feel like that's a thing we should know.
I played a one
Yeah.
shot and I had trance powder, but I have no recollection of what it does.
Okay, I have an idea.
I think
Instead
it
of
gives you like
using
+1
slumber
or something
essence
like
on the
that.
bartender, use it on the dude trying to break up the fight, so now the bartender has to be involved.
Okay, let me check.
It either like gives you like an advantage or it like makes you trip balls. It's like one of those two. Or it makes you go to sleep. I don't know. It doesn't make you go to sleep. No, that's not what that is. I have no clue. This will find out.
Yep. I found rules for making flamethrowers.
Yeah, that's not what we need right now.
So, a glittering blue powder induces a pleasant hypnotic trance when inhaled. You
That's
have
yeah.
a hallucinogenic
Yo.
drug.
It makes you trip balls, like I said. Yeah.
I'm
You
just
are
Yeah, we
in
might-
possession of MK Ultra.
How did
LSD
Ben get
does
this?
You want to push
You're
Dan,
very
who knows?
special. You bought it from Alistair. Alistar?
Ben doesn't have any money.
You stole it from him then.
Oh,
I don't know.
God. Oh, you know how it works. You go into prison, you come out, you have some hallucinogens on you.
Yeah, it's just how things turn out.
He just spawned out of prison with drugs in his pocket.
Yeah, maybe we can do something with the powder. Because it's not a gas, it should be easier to work with.
Here's an idea. Maybe I don't want to induce a flashback. This is technically both in and out of character. We might have come here disguised? Question mark. So that if we
Yeah,
like-
probably.
Cressida didn't.
Okay, so then Cressida needs to stay behind if we have to leave with the lockbox. Therefore,
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
As I'm
just
saying,
help us.
she's mostly in a distractions role.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I want to try something.
Yeah, go ahead. Anything's better than nothing.
So, we've said that, like, Cressida's, even though she's not drunk, she's been drinking the most.
Yes.
I want her to, like,
Same.
have been acting drunk,
Okay.
and she's gonna stumble over to the dude trying to break up the fight and, like, slam a hand into his chest and accidentally break, quote unquote, accidentally break the vial of slumber essence so it, like, affects the, like, the bouncer person.
And everyone in the immediate
Alright.
area? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a current event or is this a flashback?
Current.
The only
I
flashback
guess.
would just be the acting drunk.
Cool. Give me a. It's not
Fucking
flight, what's it
hell.
called?
I don't.
A
I'm
finesse
assuming that's
roll.
finesse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not proficient in this. Let's go.
Push
Well,
yourself
let's
through Devil's Bargain.
go.
Well, I already rolled and it's a 5 and a 4, so it's a 4.
Alright.
Yay!
Partial success.
Cressida has the devil's luck.
As
Maybe it's 'cause
Cressida
she's a demon.
stumbles, crushes this vial into the chest of the orcish man. Partial success. So, the way you stumble and the way he catches you, you breathe in parts of this powder.
Yay.
He does as well,
Oh.
as you are both not immediately asleep, but very close to. So in the middle of this bar fight, you stumble into him. He steps back, catches you, and you both feel very, very drowsy. So,
Oh no.
I'm going to put together a clock.
Okay.
It is a
I
two-part
love
clock.
clocks.
This clock is sleep powder taking effect.
Mm-hmm.
So every time there is a roll or an action made, I will take a part off this clock.
And are we going to do something with the hallucinogens on the bartender?
Are we?
Yeah, that's my question.
Ben just
Well,
keeps them
now would
on
be
there. He
the
doesn't
time to
have
act
use
when
them.
there's a fight going on and the bouncer and me are out of commission.
Yeah, so you guys aren't
I'm
mostly out of
currently
commission.
out yet.
I'm going to suggest some of us attempt to look like we're running away, trip, and spill the powder onto the bartender.
So are we trying to
Wait,
just
we could
knock
pour-
out
wait.
everyone here?
Wait, we pour
Yes!
it into a drink and then we throw it onto the bartender.
I'm not sure that would work, as it's like an inhaled powder.
Actually, I'm pretty sure Zen said something about it being able to be mixed in.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But like that would require ingestion.
Then we throw it on his face. Oh, wait, I have a dumb idea.
Oh god. What is
Let's
it?
hear it.
Oh no.
Ben flirts with the bartender. Ben gets offended and throws his drink in the bartender's face.
No,
Nope.
I'm gonna veto that right now.
Someone flirts with the bartender.
No.
Well,
I'm
Preston's
gonna
on the
veto
way
that.
to being unconscious, so no.
I got a surprisingly a lot of ghouls and not thingamajigs.
Give me the sleep powder. I think I know what to do with it.
Here you go. Wait, that's not sleep powder. It's a hallucinogen.
Yeah, same difference.
This won't knock you out. It's drugs.
I know.
If Alistar could
Alright.
see us now,
Yeah.
he would never
Well-
let you see the end of it.
Oh, he wouldn't. That's why I'm acting this way.
Ben discreetly
Let's
slips
see.
it into Lyle's pocket. Go nuts.
Let's see. What other utensils do I have right the fuck now?
You got a fucking what is it? Electrified brass knuckles, I think?
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna help me particularly.
You got a switchblade. You got
I do have a switchblade.
yeah.
Mayhaps I can coat like the tip of a dart and throw it into his arm.
I feel like a dart is much more noticeable, though.
It
This is-
is, but it is
One of
something.
one of us could break a drink and put
So
put powder on the glass shards and maybe get it so that the bartender cuts themselves.
here's
Eunice?
here's the thing. Are we just trying to do anything? We're not specifically trying to get the bartender away from the bar, right?
We are
Kinda.
trying to either immobilize him or get him away from the bar.
Who
They can
is in the
immobilize them.
bar aside from us and the people in the fight right now?
There's a solid 10 other people in the bar.
Okay.
Eunice, you said
Preston's
you
gonna-
could immobilize him? How?
Perhaps
How?
if I mark one of the bandoliers.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
Alchemicals.
hold on. That might
Keep
not be
going.
true. I might have lied. I might have lied. I don't know what tier are we? Or does that does not matter?
Tier 1, I'll say.
What tier one? Okay, I lied.
Arson.
No.
Arson is a possibility.
There you
I
go.
just
As soon as we started problem solving, my mind just went directly to arson. Like that'd be
Well,
a way to
that's
get
always
everyone
what
out.
you go to.
We do have some potent alcohol on us.
We
I know, it's just
do.
arson so easily solves problems.
I still have a glass of the strongest alcohol on tap.
I hate to say it, but that genuinely might be a solution right now. Like,
Don't.
that's the best idea we've
Yeah,
had
at this
so far.
point, because I just
I've solved
yeah.
most of my problems in both campaigns with arson. Can we at least get past like the first arc without arson?
So, about the bandolier, Eunice, I lied. You can get, uh, glue, adhesive, an oil, uh, drown powder, which is a substance that
That is
simulates the feeling of drowning.
by filling the
Um,
victim's lungs with water.
No, it's not even that. It just you feel like you're drowning.
I cats
Uh,
create water in their
uh,
lungs.
blinding poison, fire oil, a grenade, quicksilver, skull fire poison, a smoke bomb, spark, which is a drug, standstill poison, or trance powder.
Okay, yeah, standstill paralyzes.
Okay.
Problem
Dart
is,
or something?
a lot of these would both be obvious and give us away immediately.
I don't think that's really an issue right now.
It will be an issue.
Yeah, but we're disguised and Cressidae isn't involved, so.
Do I have to mark off a disguise?
I'm
kit
not
here?
disguised. I don't know what that. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, so
Yeah, but
my timer just
Yeah.
went off. I'm gonna need a decision.
Great.
Fuck.
I am going to attempt to take that paralytic powder or paralytic
I will
poison
be right
that
back.
Eunice has and poison the bartender by either adding it to my drink and throwing it on him or just straight up poisoning him.
All right.
What if you put both the paralytic poison and the hallucinogenic poison?
I think that might
Night terrors.
actually
That's
kill
not kill
someone.
people.
Night
Oh
terrors.
no.
Maybe don't-
No, that's when
I
you start
think
seeing the
that
shadow
might
people.
genuinely kill someone.
It is a
There is a
cocktail.
reason why
There you
you
go. I'll be
don't
right back.
mix drugs.
All right, so
No, see, paralysis plus the hallucinogen, that's just this night terrors where you can't move your body, but you see the shadow man.
okay,
We could
so
be the Shadow Men.
with this action, one piece of the clock of sleep powder working is filled in.
Mm-hmm.
Give me any roll that you can reasonably argue it is at desperate condition with lessened effect.
Question.
I am going to roll skirmish to grab him and pour the poison down his throat.
How many notches did you say
2.
clock had? 2?
There was one more, yeah. Okay.
And then we'd
so-
be passed the fuck out.
All right. Yeah, roll the die.
Can
That's
I,
a 5.
Can I? Oh, never mind.
Can you help?
Well, if you rolled a 5, I don't think you'd need help. And you already rolled, so you
I
don't need help.
I can roll a 6.
I would be putting 2 stress on myself, right, Zins?
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Fuck
up to
it.
you.
Let me stress myself.
All right.
Ben goes up, tries to restrain the bartender.
Okay.
All
yeah,
right.
You could add one more dice.
Yeah, that would be a 6 now.
Okay. So I
Oh,
will
God.
give you a brief alternate universe of what would have happened. Alaya would have successfully restrained and poisoned this bartender. Not without them having time to grab the shotgun hidden under the bar and firing wildly, most likely hitting a patron.
Oh.
That is
Hey.
not the universe we reside in, thanks to Ben. As Ben, seeing what's happening, kind of like jumps over the bar to grab his hands, and allow you slip the poison down his throat. As you see, he doesn't drop in paralysis. as he is literally
He just locks.
as he locks all his muscle tense so horribly violently. You see even his jaw is stuck in place of that wide mouth. It takes maybe like 2 seconds to actually work.
I
And
think
you
if I let
see-
him go,
Yeah.
he's gonna fall on the floor.
And you see the guard, who is currently almost passed out, just kind of drowsily stumble towards the bar as if he could do something.
Can Ben throw the bartender at the guard?
Oh my god, no.
If you want to make me a skirmish check, go ahead.
Yeah,
What's
that's
the
all on your
roll?
button.
I'll also
It's
accept.
skirmish.
I'll also accept
For-
wreck.
Yeah,
I don't have points in
take your
red.
pick.
What's the roll?
Skirmish. It would be
Risky.
risky standard for this one.
Okay. Partial success for.
You throw him over the bar towards the guard. You see the way you throw him, you take out half the bar with him.
Oof. Okay.
As you see some liquids of the keg starting to leak out on the floor.
Arson still.
Okay.
While this is all happening, you hear shouts. The bar fight is still happening as most patrons are running out. One of you notice one of the Goliath's friends pulls out a knife.
Oh
Can Ben
shit.
pull out a gun?
Oh god.
So as a reminder, Ben,
He doesn't know how to use it.
yeah, as well as I remember you specifically
His
telling
gun
me this in
bullets.
character creation. What does your gun lack currently?
Bullets.
Yeah.
What the fuck, Ben?
So,
Of course.
what's our next course of action?
I'm
Okay.
gonna pull out a fucking crowbar and start prying up the board.
Yeah, get the floorboard.
Alright, so while you're frantically prying up boards, I won't even ask for a check there. Eunice, what are you doing during this time?
I'm with Alile because I, want to see what's going on with the
Oh,
box
you
or
want to
whatever.
try and
the-
attempt to lockpick once you make contact?
Yeah,
Cool.
or like take it out or whatever, and if it's stuck.
Good,
or-
because I'm not good at any of that.
So, okay. And then Ben, are you pulling out your empty gun?
Ben pulls out his empty gun.
His bluff
and
gun.
Points it towards the people. Who,
Point it how? Are you pointing it like a club?
He points it like a gun, thankfully. Doesn't know how to use it. Doesn't know that pulling the trigger is going to do anything.
Have you
And
announced that
doesn't
you
have
have a
any
gun?
bullets.
Well, he makes a very big showing of it. Like, he points it very pointedly and proudly. Suggest you stay away.
Alright, so, okay. Alright.
That's
Well, I
Give
can
me
see
a
the, like,
roll.
the disdain on Eunice's
I'm going to
face
say
about
it's
this
a
whole
sway
situation.
roll, considering
Yeah.
he said suggest.
I'd
Not...
say either sway or command, yeah.
I'll do sway. Risky standard or...
Risky greater, you have a gun.
Risky great?
Yep.
Fuck!
You may not know how to use it, but it is still a fucking gun.
As you pull out
Oh no,
this gun,
he's got a gun.
point it towards
Turns
the
out it's
group.
not enough.
On a 2, that's a complete failure. You pull out the gun, you point it. You see, first of all, a couple things. The fisherman is on the ground, completely beaten, as it is a 1v4, essentially. You see the guy that was originally attacked on the floor also. He's not in commission. The
And,
other 3 are fairly in good shape. As they turn to you, you say suggest. They hear a uncertainty in your voice, and they are going to start walking towards you. So, a couple things. Allow, you're prying up the board. Sorry. Cressida.
I'm tying up the bard.
Mm-hmm.
Before you pass out, you have one more action. You are aware of this situation perfectly. Would you like to do anything about it?
From my inventory, I'm just gonna pull out a fine bottle of whiskey and start chugging it as I pass out.
Dope.
Oh my god.
And
She's having
with
a
that,
great
that
time.
is the
I hate
second
it.
part of the clock.
She's having a lovely time.
I hate that she's having a good time right now, but I also love it so much.
So,
Wait, literally in my inventory, I can just have a fine bottle of whiskey. Emphasis on fine. This is her personal collection.
that
It
she
beats
just
the
carries around.
swill. Yeah.
Is it flask or is it the original bottle?
Oh no, it's the original bottle.
Cool.
I just straight up have the bottle.
So,
And it's
I
not
hate
part
it.
of my
I love
load.
it.
with
Hate
that,
it for me, love it for her.
Alal, as you crack open the this floorboard, you are seeing this lockbox. You have Eunice over your shoulder also seeing it. It is this fairly small. It looks like a 4-inch by 10-inch rectangle. You don't know how deep it is. There is two suitcase handles on either side of it, on the shorter sides.
Cool. That means we can just leave.
And it is a combination lock. Like a rotating padlock.
That's fine.
How far along are you guys?
Thumbs up. No words.
Yeah. I just look at you.
So, what are we doing now and
Is
how are we
there-
getting out?
Is there a window
Is it
nearby?
stuck into the floor?
It
Are
is
the
a
guys
boathouse,
up
there
at-
is no window.
Are the guys up?
Fair
at-
enough.
Sorry, what was that? Ben?
Yeah.
Are the guys up at me yet?
I'd say about now, as one of them, I will tell you right now, unless you do something directly to resist it, you are getting stabbed.
Gentlemen, come on. I know we are doing things of an unorthodox disposition, but we have only the greatest of intentions at heart. If you would perhaps turn the other way for a couple minutes, I guarantee you there is a good fortune in it for you. And Ben, as part of an item that he apparently automatically has part of his load, fine clothes and jewelry, offers up some jewelry that he has on his person to them.
I'm gonna need you to make a roll for that. I am
Sway.
telling you right now, you are subtracting a die.
Okay.
Oh.
How do I do that?
So, what roll would you like to make?
Sway.
So, Sway, how many do you have in Sway?
2.
So, instead of rolling 2 die, you would roll 1.
Okay, so is it risky what? Or is it desperate?
It
Is
is
it desperate?
desperate lessened again.
Desperate limited?
Yep.
Okay. Risk me luck, guys.
Would you like to push yourself or ask for devil's bargain?
I'm not gonna ask for a devil's bargain. If Ben gets stabbed, he gets stabbed. He's been in prison.
All right, make that roll.
Okay, I might be doing this wrong. In bonus die, do I just click -1?
Yep.
Okay.
Well,
Oh, thank God. Partial success.
as you hold out your things, as you are being voluntarily mugged,
Well, look at it that way.
you just kind of hold out.
There's no other way to put it, bud.
Yeah, you hold out one of your watches. Well, your watch. You have the clothes on your back. As you hand your watch over, as your complication, glint of your eye, you see this watch with your engraved family name on the bottom of it, like the back.
Genuine
well.
Hestia's fire.
As well as a separate name. As you see a last name of the gifter of this watch. As it is labeled under Proudfoot.
Greg?
That is your thing. You escaped being stabbed just barely.
Yay.
As they look at their watch, see it's fancy, take off.
No respect for artisan goods. That was an antique, too.
I don't think that matters right now, lad.
So, you have 2 unconscious people, 1 unconscious ally, an almost stabbed Ben, and a lockbox that needs transporting.
I'm a bit too old to be called lad, lass.
But grab her.
I just want to say, Cressida is completely fine with the situation.
Yeah, and I love that for her.
I love that for you.
I'm not.
I'll get to leave.
My favorite part about the situation is next downtime, I'm gonna have to probably indulge my vice, which is just going to a luxury party instead of this.
Yeah, that
I
sounds
think
about
a good
right.
portion of us will need to de-stress in downtime.
Yeah.
This is the first stress. The first one I took of the game was this being like, yeah, you've been up for 3 days straight.
My
Yeah.
vice is obligation. I can pay rent and be less stressed.
So,
Well, it's not like Cressida's rent is that high compared to other places.
So as we escape this boathouse, we hear the bells ringing of a blue coat escort, as the fighting has drawn some people in. What is our plan of escape?
Oh my
We
god.
are fucking leaving as fast as we can.
What direction? On foot?
Yeah, that's the only direction we have.
I have nothing. Okay.
You have a smoke bomb, don't you?
Anyone who wants to, give me a survey check.
Sure.
Sure.
Risky controlled.
Yep. Risky standard.
Yeah, that's
Oh shit.
Oh, sorry. Wrong one. I'll do survey.
That's 2
so
6s with
mad.
disadvantage.
I'm so mad.
Alile, you remember the canal boat tied up outside the boathouse.
Fuck, you're right. No, we're going that way.
Where?
I am leading you. Follow me.
I'm going. Never
Hit the
working
bricks.
again,
You
ever
can just
again.
leave.
So, as
Just
you're
walk out.
like rushing people into the ore canal boat,
Mm-hmm.
we are going to escape unaccosted to Midton.
Fucking hell.
I will address this after the session. Current right now consequences.
Yeah.
Cressida, I
Oh
want
my
you to
god.
take a level 1 harm drugged.
Fair.
Yeah. That makes sense.
We will discuss the implications of this at the end of our game.
That's interesting. That's an interesting phrase, since
You're welcome.
I don't like you. You stop that.
Yep. So, as we make our way back to Midton, and later, are we going straight to Cressida's apartment?
Maybe we'll meander around a little,
Yeah.
but we'll end up there.
let's
I was gonna
cool
say we
off.
should all
I
take
think-
separate paths to the Cressida apartments.
I agree, but just so that I can not be so mad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, on our way to the apartments, Cressida, you will stir.
Who's
Mhm.
carrying her?
Elias.
No one? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gonna
I
say,
totally
if we're all
thought
going our
I totally
separate
did.
ways
I
there,
totally
Ben's
didn't
gonna
think that
get.
she just was left there. I totally didn't think that at all.
I did. Okay, I just want to retcon that before I started the fight, I did pay off my tab.
All right.
Whose tab were we on?
Not Cressida's.
Whatever name you gave.
We didn't. I didn't think I gave a name.
I paid them up front.
Oh.
I don't think
I
I.
hope it was. I hope it was a cheap rum. Sorry.
It's fine. As long as it was
it's
good,
fine,
it's good.
whatever.
So, as we meet back in Cressida's common room, we now have this lockbox with a code-locked door. So it is 4 inches by 10 inches. It is a deep lockbox. As you see, it's almost a foot long inside.
Bro.
So it's 4 by 10 by
Lyle, can I
12.
have my drugs back?
What?
Can I have my drugs back?
Yes, you can.
I'm curious. Is it? It's like combination of numbers.
It's a rotating lock, like a rotating combo lock.
Oh, okay, okay,
It's
okay.
really
okay.
easy to break.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a thing. I'm gonna get a thin sheet of metal, and I'm gonna press down on the one thing that is keeping it locked inside of it.
All right, give me a
And it is.
Okay.
finesse.
I was
I
gonna-
suppose.
Alright.
I was gonna just smash it, but okay, we can be sweet about
It's
it.
a good lock. You could use it.
Hopefully, this actually has what we want in it. 'Cause I don't want to go back there.
Okay,
mean-
that's a 4.
Slipping in the sheet of metal, you
Mm-hmm.
push one little actual locking mechanism down. What you
Mhm.
feel around, however, is there is 6 of them, as it is 2 on the top side of the door, 2 on the side, 2 at the bottom, as it is a more complicated lock than you expected.
Alright, fuck it. Give me the hammer.
So just for reference, do we
Hold
want an
on, I
Alile
need to-
doing this or an engineer doing this?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Also,
I'm assuming I'm still just passed out.
Yeah, you're
you're
deciding.
Zork
to
meeting
pass out.
me.
Alright,
Functioning.
here's the hammer, Eunice. Go ahead and have some fun.
Yeah, I just want to ask you to explain the lock again. Like, what is it? Like, what do you mean? It's like 2 on the side.
So,
Like,
this door, it's had hinges on one side. There is 2
Uh-huh.
actual metal blocks, like metal things that shoot out of the door into the surrounding outline, like the frame, that actually keep the door in place.
right.
So those, like, bolts, essentially, they're locking bolts, are controlled by a center combo turning lock.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Kind of
I
like
was
a
thinking-
standard safe lock, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking of like a detached lock. That's why.
No.
Okay.
It is
Okay.
built into the door.
Okay. Yeah, I want to like basically break the like post things that are keeping the door like in place.
All right. So you're trying to like get in between the door frame and the actual door itself to cut those bolts.
Yeah.
All right. What are you gonna be using for that?
I could use Tinker. I could use Wreck.
Equipment
can you
wise,
finesse?
using.
Oh, equipment wise. I think like I
That is
don't
a
like
very
a
thin thing.
yeah. Um, I mean, I think like if I get like a small enough wedge, it'll and like knock it in there. It'll eventually maybe wiggle, be able to wiggle it in there.
All
Like
right.
a small enough like screwdriver or something. The really tiny ones.
The small little baby screwdrivers. Yeah.
Before you do any roll on this thing itself, give me a study roll,
Yeah.
Eunice.
Yeah.
6. All right. Looking at this lock, you recognize the company stamped in the middle. Their locks and their metals in particular, extremely susceptible to corrosive materials.
Oh, space. Let's go along. I probably have some corrosive material. Um, yeah, maybe I don't break it, and I just like turn it, like not. I don't want to put like corrosive material inside of the box. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I just want to like get it in between the door. So I'll just like when I'll take like a like a what is that called? Like not a pipette, just like
No, yeah,
the
kind of like a pipette.
yeah
I go,
yeah
like an eyedropper kind of deal.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me
Al-
that rec roll. If you're using an alchemist material, I'll give you that with an extra die.
Yay.
Cool. What the fuck?
So, as you're trying to corrode these locks, you notice something a bit too late. As you start corroding it, you notice a small, thin wire right behind
Go
the
die.
actual bolt. And as soon
I'm
as
so bad.
the acid touches it, you feel an electric current go through your hand.
I'm
As
so
this
bad.
is a shock trap. Take level 1 harm zapped.
I'm so
Nah.
mad right now.
You've been zerped.
I like curse really loudly
You've
and
been
drop the
zapped.
whole box.
As you are tasered, essentially, trying to open this box.
Are
Now,
you
do we have
alright?
2 unconscious allies?
Not unconscious, just zapped.
Okay.
Kind of like putting your
Eunice,
hand in a
are
socket
you
by
alright?
accident.
I've never done that. But
I know exactly what she means, and
yeah.
Oh, Alile, also. Reminder you also currently have a harm of lightly shanked.
yes.
We're filling up on owies over here.
It's not that bad.
At least DNA testing ain't a thing yet.
Yeah. The small graces.
So, are we going to try one more time on this lock?
I think I'm just gonna break the box open.
The metal box?
Yeah, sure.
How so? Describe it to me.
I mean, there's a hammer or something.
The
I'm sure
metal
we can
box?
figure it out.
You're gonna
No, honestly, I have no idea.
yeah.
I think we just take the box home and
I
let
think later
someone figure it
I
out.
can try and figure out how to
Yeah.
deal with the fucking trap inside the box.
Yeah. Give yourself more time and all that.
So,
More
what we
sleep.
can do
Yeah. Yeah.
is we could give it a short rest for now, and I can make a clock
Mm-hmm.
for a downtime action
Mm-hmm.
to contribute to opening up this lockbox.
Alright.
Would we rather that,
Great.
or do we want to keep brute forcing it?
No.
Let's
Unless I
downtime
don't.
this.
All right. So, I'm going to put it first in our new spreadsheet so I could know of that.
Oh.
Speaking of the spreadsheet, my clock is 24 pieces.
Yep.
Okay, because
Yeah.
you told me it was 12 at first.
Did I
That's
say it
why.
was 12?
Okay. Yeah, you did.
Okay, I'll change that then.
Okay.
Sorry. I was looking at my notes and there was 2 12s. So that was just my bad then. So
Okay,
this
that's fine.
clock is going to be 4.
Yay!
Yippee.
So, nope, not what I wanted to do. Spreadsheets suck, guys. So, I will say, while we contemplate this box, Cressida, you get a knock on the door.
Am I conscious?
Barely.
I assure someone else to open it. Does
Okay.
anyone else do it?
Yeah, I'm gonna go open it.
Okay.
Not like I have anything better to do.
Allow, you open the door.
Mm-hmm.
It is a very small, little tiefling urchin. Hands you a letter, and just kind of like very lightly kicks you in the shin and walks away.
Lovely
Thanks for
interaction.
that. Hmm.
A+. You go, little guy.
Mm-hmm. What's on the letter? Who's it addressed to? What's going
You
on?
see, the envelope doesn't have an address. It just has
Mhm.
the word legs on the front of it.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh my god, he kicked you in the shin. Oh my god.
That's not what. Whatever.
He
All
was
right.
explicitly asked to kick him in the shin.
All right. What's in it?
Opening it up. Are you reading it
Mhm.
out loud or to yourself first?
I'm gonna read it out loud.
It just has job number 1.
Oh wait, shit! I can't read.
Yeah, you're fucking blind. Yeah, we forgot about that.
Fuck! I completely forgot for a moment.
You open the letter and you just stare at it, and you're like, "Wait a second."
Shit.
She just starts reading random words like she acts like she could read it.
Big legs, long frogs.
Okay, so you,
I walk up and I snatch the letter.
yeah, Eunice, you take it. Job number 1. It says it's number 1/8.
Mhm.
Client requests a very specialized item. I know of 2 places where we can get one. A third
Mhm.
option is also crafting our own.
Ooh.
This object is in no way safe for the average person, and I am,
No.
quite frankly, feeling apprehension for delivering it. Alas, payment is payment.
Yeah.
There is a certain type of amulet that is attuned to spirits. My
Oh fuck.
client requires one. My immediate thoughts are either enlisting the wisps to get us one, or raiding the wardens. An additional one is making our own, though that requires many, many souls. And I do not believe we're in murdering businesses quite yet.
Yeah. I'll see if I have a stock of something somewhere.
Immediately hearing that, Alile, you know you don't.
Yeah, I
If
know.
this is the object he's saying, as he's describing it more in detail, it's less about being attuned to ghosts.
Yeah, as it is more compressed ghost.
No.
Yeah.
This thing, it is very funky. Like, you agree when you're like, oh yeah, you should not be selling this to someone. What it does is, when presented to a corpse, remakes the ghost that once inhabited it. It does not bring it back. It is simply a recreation of the ghost that was originally released. So this thing essentially resummons a soul back from wherever the fuck it was into a ghost. And the ghost is now there. It's like a ghost summoning tool. It's not even like a ghost holder. It creates a ghost.
I can do that already.
So there is either
That's
creating one, going to the wisps, or stealing one off the wardens.
Now, if I may ask, what the fuck is a wisps?
The wisps are a ghost fan club, essentially. They are a a like small mini society in the town that are ghost enthusiasts.
Yeah.
Tchotchke occultists.
Yeah.
I think when Eunice's done reading a letter, they like immediately just hand it to the nearest person. Don't really care who that is. If it's allowed, whatever, you can have the paper. I don't know. But it's just kind of like
fuck.
doesn't want to see that letter anymore. It's not particularly nice.
What kind of dipshit would want something like that?
You recall the sentence, payment is payment.
That's someone's gonna get themselves fucking killed.
No shit.
Whatever. So, I feel like we should discuss that once Cressiday wakes up and we have the other people in our group.
Mm.
I miss Cressida.
Yes, you dumb fuck. Alright. Oh, I didn't even know.
I like how it's like us two stressing the fuck out. It's like Cressida just passed out.
Yeah, Ben, how are you doing right now?
He's kind of sulking, just rubbing his wrist.
You alright,
Okay.
Ben?
No.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I think I'm gonna crash at Cressiday's place for tonight.
Okay. I'll sleep then.
Alright.
Anything else we're doing today?
I would like to remind you, all of that happened in a solid, 2 hours.
Oh.
You did not quickly start up, it's not like, oh, you start a bar fight and you wait 10 minutes for something to happen. It is immediate.
No. Cressiday was poking and prodding. It
For
took
an
time.
hour.
What time is it?
It's
currently,
later
4 o'clock.
and Yeah.
Time is not on our side here.
Yeah, I need to catch a rat though.
A rat?
Yep,
I'm
a
not
rat.
gonna ask. I'm not gonna ask about that.
I haven't asked either. He just wants them.
So what are we doing right now then?
That's a good question.
If you wish, we may.
I'm thinking hash browns.
Hash browns are good.
We already had hash browns this morning. It's unhealthy to eat the same thing over and over.
Not if you've had alcohol.
So,
Okay.
we could end our session here if we would like.
Mm-hmm.
I vote for that.
Yeah. Or we could
Yeah.
have a bit of sandbox exploration of the city.
You guys can do that without me. I need to go help my mom round up some chickens.
Alright.
Okay.
I say
Later.
we end it here.
Bye.
Alrighty. So, productive session, to say the least.
Yeah. I gotta catch a rat.
Thank
Hey!
y'all for watching. Unfortunately, we had no webcams today. Tech issues, love them.
Hate them. They're still here.
Yep, we will be here next week. Thank y'all for watching, and thank y'all for playing. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.